Hey everybody, Anthony here. I want to show you in Lightroom today how to use the new mask tools. So I have this image here of some cherry blossoms. So I click sky and it selects the sky. The overlay is automatically on once you hit the masking button, and it'll stay on until you make an adjustment and then it disappears. Okay, so I have my sky selection. I'm going to go under exposure. So I'm going to go dark on my sky. I'll go really dramatic just for educational purposes here. And what I want to do is I want to enhance that kind of glow behind the tree because the sun was setting there. And so what I want to do is I want to add a radial there, and I want it to intersect with the sky mask. And you'll notice I have my sky mask here, right? And it says add and subtract. There's also a third option called intersect, and you get that when you can right click and say intersect mask with the gradient, or you can hold down the Alt key and the interact button comes up and you click on interact and you can let it go and then say radial gradient, right? So now I have a radial gradient option here, and I'm going to intersect this with my sky mask. Let me hold down shift so I get a nice circle, right? And then I'm going to move it right behind the tree where the glow was. Yeah. If I go over my mask now, you'll see it is just behind the tree, right? So the radial mask intersected with the sky mask, and where they crossed over is the new mask. Yeah. So my sky mask is gone. It's just the intersection that is now being masked. So what I can do is I can get my glow up like this, right? So behind the tree, I go over exposure and just do that right there. Yeah, but I lost my dark sky. So what I'll do is I'll go create new mask and I'll select the sky again. Yeah, and it's got everything here, right? The whole sky again, and then I'll go under exposure. Yeah, so there's my sky mask, and here is my, where is it? My radial mask, right? So there it is, and I can even go brighter now on that. So it's looking pretty dramatic. Let's see if we can get some light with masks, lighten up this front area using the masks. So let me go to create new mask. You get the sky mask, right? And then you right click on there and you say duplicate and invert mask. So now I have everything else other than the sky. So from here, I'll just go up, so brighten that up a bit, bring down the whites, bring down the highlights. Now add some saturation, looks a bit washed out, it's a bit too exposed. Yeah, something like this. Let me see if I'm not losing up too much. Bring the whites down a bit, no. Too much exposure. And then I'll bring up the shadows. Yeah, there we go. So I brought up the shadows, maybe bring down the blacks a little bit, and I'll toggle with backslash the before and after. Yeah. So the masking is really powerful, and not just powerful, but quick. So I'll backslash, and here's my before and after. The masks are pretty good. They're not perfect. You can see here that the sky wasn't selected. So here's the before and after. You can see it works really well. The masks are not completely perfect, but this is a really complicated subject. I mean, there's a lot of fine detail and complexity in it, so it's not going to have an easy time making a mask of this. A much simpler image to do would be something like this image here, right? Or just kind of much more simplistic and easier for Lightroom to create a mask. But that being said, this should speed up your workflow quite a bit if you're into masking and doing fine detail. The new features in Lightroom are fantastic. So that's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.